How do we turn that off? We're going to look over the classes again today because tomorrow morning, my time, I'll be streaming. We'll be going live with Global. We'll be making a clan, a guild, and we'll be getting into some dungeons together, going through all the... Really, we'll be farming. We'll be doing the main story together. And then, once we get far enough, in Chapter 12, we'll do dungeons. Right now, I'm on a second account because I wanted to see the skills for the berserker and whatever the tank class is called, along with the sniper and rogue. So I've got those both up, and I just want to look over all the skills because I'm still undecided on what I want to play. But I think I want to play a tank. Main tank, so that we can do... We need a main tank, right? And we need a main healer. We need some people playing the saint, the priest version, the healing version, for guild dungeons, for dungeons in general, for world bosses, and even for PvP, because the saint can revive, can remove immortality, like the invincible debuffs. They can remove those, and they can of course heal, which we need healing, right? And from what I understand, on world bosses, it's not just who does the most damage. You also get rewards based on who mitigates the most damage for a tank, and then who does the most healing. And not just one, like the top 10 or top 100, something like that. But it's not just one person. So if you're free to play, it's still really good to play the priest. That way you can heal other people that might be stronger than you since you're free to play. And then tank class would be okay. But really just play whatever you want if you're free to play, right? Enjoy it. I've got some grapes I'm eating too. So I want to look over this guy's skills really quick. And then go look at the assassin and the rogue. Or assassin and sniper, I should say. So this is the berserker. Berserker looks really cool, I guess. The good thing is, like we talked about before, if you play a class, the subclasses here, like berserker, paladin, berserker, defender, and then this two-handed hammer guy, which we won't have at launch. This is a guy that they've added, you know, that they'll add for us way down the line, maybe 6 months after global release. But berserker is, you know, a high damage dealer, supposed to be melee. And then we've got a defender, which should be our tank. And I kind of want to play the defender, but the good thing is you can play both. You kind of want to focus on one because the gacha system is the main thing. You really want to focus on one. It's easier with the gacha system to focus on one, but you can switch back and forth at any time and play either one of them. So I feel like that's pretty cool because then I can play a berserker for DPS, and then I can play a tank for all the tank stuff we need to do. And really, primarily, I'll just be on the tank build. And if I get lucky with some maybe gacha berserker stuff, then I can switch over to berserker if I want to. So the berserker's got a chain attack here, like this normal basic attack, 12-second cooldown. We've got 6 MP for this, and it can chain into this ability. Just more damage. And this damage knocks them down, cannot take action for 3 seconds. Okay, that's pretty good. Got a battle cry. Damage reduction, movement speed increase. Is that only for himself? Yeah, I think so. Man, that's a long cooldown. That's a 2-minute cooldown. Okay. But it goes into this other cry where you raise your arms vigorously, briefly increasing melee damage. Okay, we've got the pull in, the yoinks. 20-second cooldown, 13 meters, which is good because that's further range than the archer and further range than the archmage, than the mage. Mage is like 9 meters for everything. The archer, the sniper, is 10 meters for everything they do. So a 13-meter pull-in is pretty dirty, especially for PvP, right? Taunt, we can increase hate with this. Okay. Slowed speed by 40%. 10-meter range on that. And then after we slam in there with that and slow them down, we can hit them with accuracy reduction of 15% for 3 seconds. 50% chance of something else. I don't know. Remember, we're on the Japanese server right now, and all this stuff is just a file translating everything over to English. Yeah, it's going to be on mobile. It's a mobile MMO, and of course, it's got a PC client. I've already downloaded the PC client. All that stuff is in my Discord if you want to go check it out, to where you can, how you can download it right now, pre-download it, and get it ready for global launch in the next 18 hours. So you'll be set. We'll be on the American, European server. Like when you look at it, it's really, all it had was Asia, and then it had America, EU. So I went on America EU, and we're going to be on server 6. Asgard 6. It's a server 6. You'll see it. That's where we're all going to be. And I'll make a clan, a guild as soon as we can. Slam down your greatsword and trip the enemy. What's the range on that? Melee range? All right, we get a spin attack. Taunt, increase hatred by 20 times. 5 meter range around yourself. And that can go into this move where you knock them down. That's pretty nice. Spin attack and then boom, knock them down. This one, a little kick in the gut. After a successful, but you have to do a successful armor defense. I don't know what that is. What is armor defense? Armor defense. I don't know if I won't be playing this guy a lot since I'll be dedicated to being a tank, I think. But I just want to see what he's got. Yo, Rasta, what's happening, man? You're grinding Epic 7 right now? Epic 7's been out for I don't know, longer than Raid. Now Epic 7's probably been out for about 8 years, 9 years, 10 years. Good game, though. I mean, a really good game. How's it going? It says if armor defense is not learned, you got a chance to trigger armor defense at a 3% chance, and then you can do this move. And you can have 8 moves. 8 moves for your character selected. Okay, another single target knockdown. Berserker, recover HP. All damage increase and crit rate increase. That's a nice one. What's the cooldown? 1.5 minutes? Pretty long cooldown. Self HP is below 50%. Once we do that, we're immune to all damage for 4 seconds. That's only a minute cooldown. That's not bad. Melee damage is increased by 13%, which is quite a lot. Attack speed increased by 100%, which is really good. And then cast speed by 50%. That's pretty deadly. But you have to be below 50%. That's fine, though. Greatsword to strike an enemy, 100% chance to slow them. Pretty 5 meter. It's a 13 meter range with a 5 meter circle radius. That's pretty good. That's really good. And it's only a 40-second cooldown. Movement speed is slowed. The resistance is down, and recover HP equal to 10% of max of the damage done. That is actually pretty damn good. All right, let's look at the tank class, because I think this is what I'm going to roll. Paladin overall looks best tank. For a tank, for an actual tank, does Paladin do enough aggro to be an overall best tank? Because Paladin's good. I've heard nothing but great things about Paladin, especially toward mid to end game farming. Survivability, you know, staying alive and being able to farm those high zones, the harder zones. I've heard really good things about Paladin. And then you always have the Saint there. So if you were to get some Saint avatars, you could always flip over to the Saint and do some healing and reviving and removing those immortalities, removing a buff from the enemy. Yeah. Yo, OP Gamer, what's happening, buddy? All right, so we do one attack. We chain it into just another more damage, and then we chain it into even more damage. So nothing here is generating aggro. It's just damage, damage, damage. Speed increase of 5% for 90 seconds. This chains into us HP over time. I like this charge. It's a 13 meter charge, which again is, it's crazy that these melee classes have such a long range. 13 meters when the mage class has a 9 meter range on all their abilities, and the sniper class, the archer, has a 10 meter range. I like it. Increase the hatred by 20 times. We're doing damage and we slow them by 40%. That's pretty dirty. At least for PvP, that's pretty dirty, right? Hey, man, I'm doing great. OP? You can solo and group. Yeah, you can. Right. They do look great. And I like that you can be a... I'm definitely going to have a priest as my second account. On the PC client, you can 2-box. Like, it's set up to allow you, and it wants you to 2-box. To have 2 versions of the PC client up on your computer at one time. And every day you can do 8 hours of AFK farming. So you could just, you know, you don't even have to do that. You could just pull up your second account, and it's a second account. It's not like you're doing right here. It's not like having it on your same. And you don't want it on your same. You want it on an actual second email. That's all it is. It's just a second email. That way you can have all these slots here of the main character that you're using. So if I was going to main character a sorceress, I would want sorceress, 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 sorceress down here. It sounds weird, but the way this game's set up with the gacha system, you're actually going to want to level your sorcerer, do farming, do all the things you're going to do with your sorcerer because you love playing your sorcerer. And then once you're in game and you don't have, I mean, you've got things to do, but they're like grindy things, right? We go grind some bosses, we do some elite bosses, world bosses, you know, to come back and do this world boss is going to pop up. You're going to jump on with some dungeons. Then you go over and you switch over your gear to another sorceress on this account. Because once you get them to a certain level, you get purple gacha stuff. Purple gacha for avatars, mounts even. And that way they can go to your main class. It's like the best thing to do is free to play. It's even the best thing to do for spenders. Especially for free to play though. But it does seem weird to have all sorcerers here. And then once you level this up to max level, which from what I hear is pretty easy to do, because you're using the gear from your main, you get all those cool gacha things that you use on your main, and then you delete this account, and there's a 30-day cooldown on deleting. But you're going to have multiples of, you know, whatever your main character is. But on your second account, your second email address, you're going to be playing whatever other hero you want to, too. Yeah, I've already downloaded it. It says not available. Yeah, did you go to my Discord? It's all here in my Discord under Odin Valhalla Rising. I've pinned everything. I've already downloaded it through the Google, like it was like a Google beta. It's actually Google's version of LD Player or BlueStacks, which is great. I'm so glad Google is coming out with just an emulator. This is amazing. But through their emulator, I was able to download the PC client. Now, I doubt you have to go through their emulator to do that. I'm sure there's somewhere that has the actual PC client download, but that's what I did. It was pretty easy. I just installed the game and then it pulled up the actual, like what I see for the Japanese PC client, it pulled that up for the American. Yeah, it's available. I did that yesterday. I haven't tried it though. I haven't tried the Google emulator. I'm just glad they have it. It has to be good. It has to be better than BlueStacks or LD Player or any of those other ones. I've always preferred LD Player because it's been like the most consistent for me, because BlueStacks always has issues. But yeah, it's got to be good. It's not going to have all the problems that those do and all the extra little things they try to do to make money or cause issues. I just think it'll be better optimized. Let's look at the defender versus the paladin then. Are you sure the paladin? I don't think the paladin's going to be a better overall damage mitigator. I mean, I like the defender's got this, the attacks, 3 attacks. He's got the buff ups. He's got the charge, all similar to the berserker. But here we do a strike to the enemy with a light shield, 100% chance to slow the target. We're going to do a lot of threat and slow movement speed and accuracy reduction of 20%, which is huge. That's, you know, missing, like making people miss you, making enemies not hit you as often. Increase hate again with 300% attack. That can chain into another attack. Shield block times 1 within 3 seconds. All right, that's pretty nice. Shield block successful self requirement. If we do a shield, if we actually shield block, we can hit him with a shield strike. I wonder if this fires off, or do we have to hit the button? Like, when we do this one move, we can block one time. Do we have to hit the button for this to follow up? If the shield block is not learned, you've got a chance to trigger the shield block with 3% chance. Strike the enemy with an upward shield and stunning them. Okay, no extra threat on that, but a 3-second stun. We get a shield block again for 3 seconds. And we get an HP shield on ourselves by 15% of our max HP for 10 seconds. 20-second cooldown. That's pretty nice. Summon a shield surrounding enemies and make the allies within range, including yourself, invincible. For how long? 2.5 seconds? But that would mean that everybody be grouped up on your tank. I don't think a lot of people, unless you're fighting, like when you go to fight these bosses, you'll be closer to the tank. When you're going through the packs of the mobs in the dungeon, you're not going to be close to the tank. It won't matter then. It shouldn't matter then. But getting immunity to everybody for 2.5 seconds is pretty nice. It is a 70-second cooldown, so a minute and 10 seconds. Range 8 meters, pretty good too. And we're still doing damage. There's 300% of attacks. That's not bad. Stun them and pull them in. Up to 9 meters. Skill range 10 meters. So I can pick somebody 9 meters away, and then 10 meters around that person, I'm pulling them all into me. Maximum of 4 targets. It's pretty good. Pretty good range. 400% attack. HP recovery as well. That's on a 30-second. That's actually good low cooldown too for that. 40-second cooldown. We've got range up to 8 meters. Skill range. So it flies past them. What, like 18 meters total? All PvP damage down by 10%. I don't know. I just want to play somebody really tanky. I think it'll be fun. Okay, let's go look at the assassin, and then we'll go back and look over the midnight. What's happening, man? Then we'll go look over the paladin and see how the paladin's different. I think the sniper and the rogue would be really fun, right? Just for like as a DPS class, I would definitely feel like the sniper is going to be legit. The rogue too. Yeah, Chris, I haven't tried that Google emulator yet. But you should be able to download the PC client. I had no problem yesterday downloading it and downloading the game because it's 20 gigabytes, and I'm set. I'm ready to go. Okay, let's look back over the sniper. All right, we got our 10-meter range. This one can go into a shot with damage. We do dodge here, +8. Attack speed increase. Some self buffs. We got a push attack going into, no, just a push attack, and then a poison attack. We do a damage over time. That poison attack can go into a triple shot, and then into this one, which restores HP by part of the damage dealt. All right. Cannot go for 3 seconds. So this just snares them. They can still cast abilities, but they're snared, which is what you want, right? You want to keep those melee classes away from you. So 26-second cooldown, you snare them, and you run out of range. Try to get to your max range. That's just an explosive trap. Dodge increase on this. Perfect dodge +1. So after doing this ability, you get to evade one attack within 3 seconds. That's pretty nice. A stun, single target, 10 meters, requirement dodge. So you have to dodge and then, yeah, but you're going to get a perfect dodge here. You'll be able to dodge. All right, we got a hail of arrows here for slow speed. A lot of damage. 30-second cooldown with 450% of attack. That's a lot of damage. 30 seconds again for accuracy reduction 20%. I guess that's single target. This looks single target as well. 550. Immune to all damage for 3 seconds on a 50-second cooldown. Is this all within range? I think she puts people that are in stealth out of stealth too. So like the rogues, she can put this on them and then you'll be able to see them. Or she'll be able to see them and then she can like hit them or mark them. Place mark for 10 seconds, 280% of attack. Cannot take action for 2 seconds. Attack speed increase. Increase the movement speed of allies within range, including yourself. Damaging an enemy with mark stuns the enemy for 1 time. Dealing damage. This mark detects stealth enemies, allowing your allies to detect them too. Okay. I'm all about those low cooldowns on these big skills, right? Like 30-second cooldown on this big one, especially for farming. What does Assassin really have? Watching on YouTube? Nice. Welcome, welcome. I can't wait till tomorrow. I really cannot wait till tomorrow. I am very excited to play a new game, and I've been playing this over on the Japanese server. That's where we're at right now. It is, I think it's going to be it's going to be nice to have something to play. Like, finally nice to have something to play every day for a while. If we enjoy the in-game loop, then we'll stick at it, right? Okay, normal attack here for 250% of damage. We got a dodge again. Melee damage increase on this attack. What is that? Just a follow-up from this evasion focus. Okay, it's just 2 buffs. We got a push off, which is similar to the archer or the sniper's push arrow. I don't know why you'd really want to push them off. It's not doing anything else but damage. This flash strike looks nice. We got a 13 meter for this one. Cannot use skills or use items for 4 seconds. 80% chance of critical strike. Holy crap. So they can't use health pots or any kind of items like that for 4 seconds. And you've got an 80% chance to crit on that one. And we can follow it up with this. All melee damage increased by 5% for 5 seconds. All right, this is a melee attack, followed by another craziness of a whole bunch of hits. This is a heavy. This is 400% of attack on a 20-second cooldown. Oh, you have to consume seals. All right, so this is like the combo finishing moves that we do. Sneak attack. Upon dodging an attack, sneak an attack on the attacker. 100% chance to slow them. All right, we got a stealth on a 60-second cooldown. I think we can lower the cooldowns on our abilities. I'm pretty sure we have... Yeah, I know for sure the avatars say that... Some of them say that they lower the cooldown on your abilities, I think. Movement speed slow, movement speed. All right, spot a weakness. Consume a seal and attack the enemy's weak spot with a chance of stunning them. 2 seconds. Attack a stunned enemy. Imprint a seal with a 100% chance to blind the target. What does blind do here? Accuracy reduction of 15%. Throw daggers at an enemy from a distance. 100% chance to slow the target and chance to bind them so they can't move. 2 seconds. I don't know. I'm not big on playing the rogue, to be honest. Bonus damage scales with the number of consumed seals. Restore HP. That's on a 50-second cooldown. And this one's on a 80-second cooldown. A minute and 20 seconds. Do we make a clone? Consume 2 seals to summon a shadow copy of yourself. Okay. Probably does good damage, though. Why am I up at... Ooh, Dylar, what's up, man? Who's up at 1 a.m.? It's 4:20 p.m. my time. What's up, buddy? What's up? You know that the pre-download starter online, not... Yeah, I've already downloaded yesterday. I pre-downloaded yesterday 20 gigabytes. I'm ready to go. I did it all over here on my Discord if you want to check it out on what I did to do it. And I showed screenshots of me going through the process and showing you what server we're going to be on. We're going to be on US and Europe server 6. I had 2 options when you logged in. It said Asia and then it said US and Europe. And we're going to be on US and Europe server 6. Sorry, man. I can't talk today. Yeah, I don't know where it's 1 a.m. for you guys, but it's not 1 a.m. for me. That's for sure. Okay, sniper looks fun. The assassin, I'm sure, is strong, but the assassin just doesn't look like that much fun to me. I'd rather play the berserker than the assassin if I was going to play a melee class for my style. Those are those 2. Okay, let me see if I can log into the other account, and we can look at paladin, because I want to, from what I remember of the defender, let's see how paladin differs from that. Hold on 1 second. Switch accounts, yes, log out. Okay, I think we're back in. Yeah, here we are. We're on my Archmage. The Axe. I don't think we're gonna have the Valkyrie on global launch. I'm pretty sure the Valkyrie is an added class later, along with some of the other added subclasses like the Minstrel, the Bard, that we're not gonna have for a while. But I'm not sure if the Valkyrie is gonna be there. So I really haven't even considered her, but I know the Axe Slayer for Valkyrie is good. If she's there, I kind of want to play her. Does it? Yeah, it has a character creator. It's got a slider for body parts. You can make things bigger, smaller, you know? They've got quite a slider. And then they've got hairstyles, tattoos, all that kind of stuff. Yep. It is all there. Okay, the Saint, the Paladin. Okay, we're going to do damage. Do damage over time. Recovery for himself and one ally. Recover HP. No additional threat though, so we're not tanking on this yet. Restore HP to allies within range. Those are just buffs. Thorn Shield. Thorn Shield could give you aggro, sure, but not like these other abilities that are 20 times the basic. Yeah, I don't think that the Pally set up. Here's one. Taunt. It's on an 18-second cooldown. Create a shield on yourself and do damage, which is very similar to the one that we had on the Defender. I don't remember the Defender's cooldown. I don't know how many additional skills you need to do additional hatred, but I know the Defender had a few. Okay, this is a range stun, 13-meter stun, pretty cool. This one does all damage reduction 5%. Okay, so you have 2 here. I mean, 2 is plenty. I don't think you're going to need more than 2 to generate additional hate to keep aggro, but it's all single target. I think a Paladin will be good maybe on bosses. You know, just as good as the Defender, I would think, on holding hatred. What's the cooldown? 20-second cooldown on this. It's pretty interesting. So a minute cooldown on this one, which will give you damage over time around you. Briefly makes your allies within range, including yourself, immune to debuffs and gives them a magic shield. Magic shield damage reduction 10%. Immunity on debuffs 5 seconds. But that's every minute. Yeah, I guess, but I think for my main though, like for my second account, I'm going to be playing the Paladin, the Priest anyways. So that's without question. So I'll be over here playing the Priest, either the Saint or the Paladin, on my second account. Now on my main account, I kind of want to play the Defender, but I don't know. It's a hard choice. I don't really want to play. Oh, let me go to. I don't really want to play the Archmage. It's good. It's nice. I've been playing it. I'm already up to 29. I went through to chapter 12. I unlocked dungeons. You know, we went into that one PvP battle the other day with this. It's okay. I'm just not feeling a mage class. It's got blink. It's got a whole bunch of control and damage and AoE damage. It looked fun. And then the dark mage you can go into does damage over time, more dots. Paladin's passive giving shields to itself is over OP. How often does it do it? Does it just proc shields? Was that the one that had a 3% chance to proc it if you didn't have the skill? Or... And like I said, I don't think we're going to have the Axe Slayer. So really the only options we have I can't go back to a character creation screen. And I think if I delete one, you have to wait a long time. So we're going to have the mage with the archmage and the dark wizard. We'll have the warrior type with the berserker and the defender. We'll have the priest with the saint and the paladin. And then we'll have the... what's the rogue called? Whatever the rogue is with the sniper and the rogue. So casting DPS, AoE, single target, which is what I've got on right now, this girl. We've got single target damage mostly. No, there's some AoE damage too in the sniper too. The sniper's nice. Like if I was going to play if I was going to play some ranged DPS, it would probably be the sniper. I just think I think I'd have more fun over the archmage. And then we've got the defender and berserker. Now the berserker might be fun. If I play the defender and I don't like the defender, then I could switch, since I'm on that same class. Those are subclasses of that warrior. Then I can switch over to berserker and kind of play that. Yeah. Oh, this is Saint, right? Saint? Yeah, let's see. Because I know Grig is going to play a paladin for sure. So I know we'll have a paladin and a saint type hero in the guild. We'll have other people too. We'll have a lot of people in the guild. I don't think we're going to have an issue with that. But the paladin with... what shield skill are you talking about? Damage, recover HP, damage, slow movement speed, follow-up attack, follow-up attack. This is recovery for himself and one ally with the lowest HP, right? No, this is recovery over time for everybody in the circle. Resist debuffs. Thorn shield. This is a skill though. It's every 40 seconds. 5-second cooldown. Increase the movement speed and attack speed of your allies within range. This is a low cooldown. What's the mana cost? The cost is pretty high, right? Skill range 6.5 meters. Movement speed 5%. Attack speed 8%. Yo, Death March, what's happening? Defender heals. It does itself. Yeah. Most everybody has a skill that can get HP back. Some kind of health back. You know, others have more, like the paladin would have more things to do, more shields and more HP back. Definitely shields. There's a lot of HP shields the paladin has, along with self-healing, the healing over time around it for everyone, and then the heal itself and the lowest max HP ally. But I don't know those shields you're talking about. Create a shield equal... were you talking about some other shields that proc a lot? Is there a passive ability? That's why I wasn't looking at all their passives. That's right. So 5% chance to trigger a shield equal to 3% of their max HP for 5 seconds. Every skill use. I mean, that'll be nice grinding. I mean, you're going to get hit a lot. That'll be nice even going through dungeons, dungeon bosses, all that. Hate increased by 20%. Okay, so if you have Mockery on, an HP increase. So HP, you're going to have those HP shields. They'll be bigger with this HP. You're going to be doing more hate. I forgot to look at all their passives. Decrease your magic damage taken. Formation. What is this? I don't even know what this attack is and how it works, because it's a passive ability. It's just saying it's going to deal damage and then possibly stun them. Defense, debuff, trigger chance, MP recovery. Now this is nice. If you've got a chance, trigger chance of 20% to get some MP back, that'll be really nice while farming at high levels. Plus, you're going to be really tanky, survivable. 2% HP. Okay. Can you level it up? I don't think you can level it up. I think it's always going to be that trigger chance and that HP for the passives. There's no increasing those that I see. Casting speed, MP, damage, just basic things. So 2% debuff hit chance. To freezing the target. Okay. So skill damage plus 5%, 0.5% for 8 seconds every skill use. 20% chance to trigger. And just damage. So there wasn't a lot of trigger and cool. Well, there weren't a lot of cool trigger chances, I think, for the mage. Why can't you play in EU? You can play everywhere. It's global website. You just download the PC client. I'm in Japan and they have their own Japanese version, so I'm going to be playing. You can play anywhere in the world. And then, of course, you can play anywhere in the world with the APK on an Android device because you just download the APK and you're able to play it. But you can use their PC client and play the game. Yeah, you'll be able to. Let me see if I've got a link to the Google. That way you can install it right now. You can download the whole thing, install it, and have it ready to go. Hold on 1 minute. I was going to transfer over to another account. Play, yes. Here. Look at this link and tell me if that link has install on Windows. It should say install on Windows. Once you install that in Windows, go to Odin Valhalla Rising. It'll install the... It's going to be weird because you're going to install the Google Play Store, like their beta version, and then you're going to install the game. Skill enhancement? Yeah, you can increase their skill enhancements. The skills, for sure, yes. But weren't you talking about a passive? Which one am I logging into? I'm logging into a different... Are we in? Are we in the other account now? Okay, we are. All right, back to the berserker. Let me see. Show install. It shows install on more devices. What do you mean? That's what it shows you when you look at that link? Yeah, when I look at that link, it says just like this. It says install on Windows. Yeah, it does have install on more devices next to it. See under chat, right there under chat where it's green? It says install on Windows. And then to the right of that, it says install on more devices. But click install on Windows. Yeah. Unless you're on a tablet. Are you talking about PC or are you talking about a mobile device? If you're on a mobile device, then I would just look at the Play Store. You just got to look at the Play Store or the iOS store. You don't have to do anything weird. You just go to the store and find the game. Yeah, if you're on PC, just install it on PC right there. It'll lead you to it. It'll install, again, the Google Play Beta, which is like their version of an emulator. It'll install that really quick. And then within that, you're going to look for Odin. And then you're going to install it there. I thought it was installing like an emulator version, but it's not. It's the actual PC client. And then you'll have a different like user interface. And it'll show Odin and all this, like, you'll know. You'll see it. And then it'll say download. If you want to download the rest of the game, go ahead and pre-download it. It's 20 gigabytes. And then you'll be ready to go for tomorrow. Did they? I never saw a direct download link on their website. Because I've been looking at that forever. Whenever I went to their main website, I never saw a direct download link. And now when I'm trying to get to their main website, it's not even finding their website now. What is going on? It's giving me a 404 error for their website. Not found. What? On their Discord? Yeah, I'm in their Discord. I got in their Discord the other day. What? Where do they have it on their Discord for the PC? This launcher. Continue to download. Is it right here under announcements? Let's see. Client is now here. I'll show you guys. If you go to their official Discord, looks like it might be this one. Greetings, heroes. We have received your precious feedback. Downloading a new intuitive link to download the PC client for Odin Valhalla Rising for the global launch, right? Refer to the link below and download the PC client. Prepare to begin your journey. Okay, so all you got to do is come here. And you can see it's executable. Yeah, so come over here to their Discord. Or if I can give you this link. Let me see. Copy link. I'm going to put this in my Discord. This is the global download. All right, I put it in my Discord and I've pinned it. There we go. Okay, set. What is the official Discord for Odin? Invite to server. Let's see if I can change grant temporary. Can I grant normal? 7-day valid. Copy link. Here you go. That should be their Discord link. Okay, so easy. Yeah, Death March. What's up, buddy? Yeah, I see you in Discord. Okay, yeah, we got the PC launcher. So now all you got to do is download that, download the game. Everybody's ready for my time tomorrow morning. It should be around 9 a.m. my time, which is great because then I'll be able to do all day stream, and we can work out doing the guild and all the cool stuff we need to do. Where is, okay, so going back to the defender. What was it now? You said leveling up some stuff? Let's look at the defender's passives really quick. Well, this is for the berserker and the defender. We get max HP, defense, 15% chance to trigger all damage taken. Absolute reduction, 50%. What? 15% chance to take 50% less damage for how long? Shield block. Maybe for one hit, but still, that's pretty insane. A 15% chance. I don't see like a cooldown on this. Since it's got a 15% chance, I guess they don't need a cooldown on it, but still pretty cool. But it says learn this skill changes shield strike chance to trigger shield block. I don't know. It's again, it's translated from Japanese to English. So, okay, we get additional hatred, just like the paladin got 20% additional hatred, right? So the paladin seems like maybe we get more. I don't know what that is. Decrease your range damage taken. Okay, 10%. That's nice. We get just a natural HP recovery. Boss damage taken reduction 5%. Okay. This just says string. Decrease melee damage taken in proportion to current lost HP. All right. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who's the better, who's the best tank out there. And increase berserker damage. Do you think it's hard to level up and increase? I don't think it's hard to level up any character. I think leveling up is going to be no issue for anybody. We're going to have some hard times when we reach level 35, from what I understand. And that's when we got to go back and start looking at what we need to farm and doing our daily grind so we can get stronger. But I mean, play whatever you want, you know, without spending. Yeah. There's no paywall in any game nowadays. No game makes a game that has a paywall. Like, you get to a wall, you can't progress unless you spend money. That's just not how games are designed. Now, if you think that you're going to go blast some paid player in PvP, obviously that's not going to happen, right? That never happens. You're not just going to go beat up some paid player. Priest to Archmage? I don't know, man. Priest is looking pretty nice. Archmage is fun. I played Archmage up to level 26. I think the sniper class would be fun for myself, for my play style. What did you say? Were you talking about leveling them up? Because these are all max level. It says required level, but I think these are max leveled when they're showing us these. 250% of damage. I'm pretty sure these are max level. You do level skills up, yes. But I'm not sure if you level these up. I'm sure this would show us max level as well. Maybe this starts at 1%, or maybe it's just maxed when you learn these passives. I don't know. I didn't really look at the passives on my... Let me go back to my mage and see. Yeah, I don't think the berserker will be fine. I think if you want to play the berserker as free to play, you can. Always melee sometimes is harder than ranged. You know, all bosses do damage around them. Like, they always do stuff around them. So, will it be harder to play melee as free to play? Probably. Most times it is. But that shouldn't stop you from playing the class you enjoy playing. Yeah, I saw that too. I saw that in the video I watched as well. We'll watch some videos. We can watch some videos. I want to refamiliarize myself with all that stuff, but we can go back and watch through videos. They did say that. That lady, I love that guy doing that interview with that lady that's been playing for 4 years. She says true all the time. True. She's really good, man. She's really smart, and when she's showing what she's talking about, it's just straight to the point. It's good stuff, like really good stuff. But yeah, she said it in-game leveling for the paladin really good because you can keep yourself alive. It looks like good mana. Yeah, true, right? You remember she's always saying true. You can, but she's got a nice voice, a really nice voice. You can always, looks like you can stay alive easy, get mana regeneration easy from all the things the paladin can do. Obviously, you're tanky. You know, you're not going to be doing speed killing, but you're free to play. What server will be? We'll be on the, whenever you go in and select, you can either select Asian or America EU. We're going to go to America EU and be on server 6. All that's in my Discord. Yeah, tomorrow we'll be doing it right when we can log in. We're going to do it. And right now you can download the game and get it logged on in your, get it downloaded all on your PC if you want to, if you're going to play on PC. Okay, what was I going to look at with her? Oh, I was going to look at passives and see if you can level them up, see if I got any passives yet. No, we don't even have any learned passives at all. Killing monsters, skill books for this, dungeons. So we can't even buy it from the merchant for these. I'm not in the area to kill monsters for this passive. Oh, I can go kill monsters over here for this passive. Whoosh. What did we need to kill for these? Oh, she was running to it, actually. Whoa, big croc. Like a flaming uppercut. I do need to do my town hall quest, but I'm not going to be playing this account after today, right? I don't need to really do anything because I'm not playing it, but we can go over here and grind a little bit. Where was passive ability? This one, killing monsters, Bloodtooth Town. Did it say what monster though? Just this possible drops in this area. There it is. There's the book. Sorceress. Bloodtooth Town. But I'm surprised it doesn't show an actual mob that we're attacking. Okay, let's go to Bloodtooth and see what's happening. Oh, right here? I've got 3 skills queued up. I'm not going to have enough mana to keep going through these 3. Sure. but it's all right. I'm sure the drop rate's pretty low. Yo, what's going on? What's the expert? Who's the expert? So far, sir? Oh, you want to know my opinion of the game so far? I think it's going to be fun to play. I don't know why people don't like auto grinders. This is auto grinding for me right now, and I can do other things. I can go explore the game. I can do the gacha system. I can talk to my guild. I can do crafting because I've crafted materials. I can look at my quests, look at my next moves. I like it. I actually really enjoy it. It's just like if I was playing World of Warcraft, and early days of World of Warcraft, when you had to go out and, you know, kill 30 boars, and then it tells you to go kill 60 boars. If it did it auto for me, okay, big deal. I wouldn't mind that at all, because you're still controlling your hero when you go through dungeons, because all the dungeons here are co-op. You're still controlling your hero when you go through PvP, and in harder content, you're controlling your hero. So right now, if I was in a harder area where things start to aggro, I might have to pay a little bit more attention, especially leveling up. I'd have to pay attention to what I'm doing, because right now, in this area, I just started having things aggro, like attack me. Where before, in this is all a starting zone. But before, in this starting area of this zone, nothing attacked me. I'd be in the middle of just crazy stuff and nothing would come over and attack me. Over here, they just started to. Like those bigger crocodiles will attack me, and there's a few other things that will. So I'm sure when we go into these other, like these other big zones, there's going to be stuff attacking you and you're going to have to pay attention. And do things manual. And you can have up to 8 skills. How do I make this so it shows 8? I've seen people with this show 8 across the board. Like if I hit 5, it'll do my 5th skill. It'll go over to the 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know. There's going to be a different user interface too for global. So it's going to look more PC. It's going to look like a PC client. So we're going to have our skills kind of in the middle below our hero. And we're going to have all this will be different. It won't look like mobile, like a mobile port. So the best things about this game, I think, that are going to be fun is the PvP along with the co-op. So it's open world. You can be out there with any of your friends. You have 8 hours of auto AFK grinding when you log off each day. So when I go to bed, I can put myself somewhere in the world. Now, I don't always live. I die. Like when I wake up in the morning, I'm dead because I'm new. And I went to too hard of an area. But what you're going to do with that 8 hours of grinding is you're going to set your hero up doing a certain set of skills so it doesn't run out of MP, so you don't run out of magic. You're going to give it health pots so it can stay alive. And then you're going to go grind somewhere for drops of gear or drops for materials so you can craft gear, or mainly craft gear so you can put it toward this so you can get stronger. And then you're going to be doing your daily quests. You're going to be doing your daily dungeons. You're going to be grouping up with your guild. You've got guild bosses to attack. And you've got PvP if you want to do PvP. So, to me, it seems like there's a lot to do. Hope it doesn't crash. Yeah, I hope it doesn't crash either. And it's got the look I like. Like, it's got the dark fantasy look. It's got some really weird creatures in here. The dungeons look good. I'm excited to group up with people. I'm excited to have a healer, a tank, a DPSer. If it's easy, you know, it doesn't matter what we go through the dungeons with if it's easier, but they get harder. You can get really good gear. And I only unlocked the first one, which is just the introductory one. We'll all do this once we reach chapter 12. And you'll run it the first time with 3 bots. Now, I can't tell you, in this dungeon, though, I didn't like the way it wouldn't let me move my camera around. I kind of got mad with how it wouldn't let me look around. But you can do harder versions of this up to extreme, which level 4, there's people looking for it right now. I don't think we'll be doing this for a while, but of course, better drops. And then there's other, look at all these dungeons. Dungeon, 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 dungeon. We've got elite dungeons, which you're going to do daily to get gold and do other, I don't know, other materials, right? And then you've got world dungeons. I have no idea what world dungeons are about. And then if you come over to your guild, you've got these 2 guild dungeons plus a PvP guild mode here at the end. And I can't fight this. It won't let me enter this until you've been with a guild for 7 days. But we're going to be playing global launch tomorrow, so I won't be here anymore. But that's a lot of guild. That's a lot of dungeons for us to play. I've already gone through the PvP modes. I wasn't impressed with this one PvP mode, but I don't know if it was lopsided or like we just went in and died, right? So I don't know what that PvP zone was like. I hope it's objective based. I hope it's some kind of really good objective based instead of just a Zerg of two sides. Just that's no fun, right? It needs to have some kind of objective. I think the Diablo Immortal PvP was one of the funnest PvP I played. That was a lot of cool. That was just good times there. Like I could always queue up for PvP and know I'd have a good time. If they had some kind of domination PvP, that'd be great. I don't know. We'll see how the PvP is. But there's also open world PvP, but not for a long time. And it's not going to be anything that's going to stop you as a free-to-play player or somebody who doesn't like PvP. I don't think it's going to hinder your experience. But I do know that there is a lot of open world PvP if you want to. And there's a lot of like penalties for attacking people. So all these are safe zones. But if you go somewhere and you attack somebody, you get flagged, and then like your health pots are less, and then you can't go into town. You can't even fight the guards. Like they'll kill you, but you can't fight them back anyways. And then if you kill enough people, you have some really severe penalties to where people will see you on the map. And if somebody kills you, you can always zone back to them. Like you can go immediately to them like 3 times a day. There's a lot of weird stuff for the PvP. We're going to be on the US and EU server on server 6. Yeah. Come join us, man. I'm going to make a guild right away. So come jump in our guild and we'll get moving with... Everybody will just be grinding. Like the first day, all you're going to do is grind. The quest. You're going to do the main story. I shouldn't say grind. You're just going to do the main story. So we'll be busy for the first couple days doing the main story. And it took me... I think it takes about 2 days to get to the first dungeon. Maybe if we played for 12 hours or if we played for 8 hours straight, we could get to the first dungeon on chapter 12. I'm sure we could, because when I was playing this, I was, you know, talking the whole time. Or we were looking at things the whole time. But now that I know, you know, more about the game, I can just really go through all of this and get to the dungeon unlock and then get out of this starting world into higher levels. And then we're the elite. Now there's also elite bosses, world bosses, and then I think there are bigger world bosses. Where do we look for those? People were checking them out over here in their videos to see where they're at in the timer on them, like when they're going to respawn. There's Siege War. Yeah, I don't even know what this PvP Siege War is. I assume it's PvP. I don't know where we look for that. Archmage? Yeah, whatever class you want to play for global. They all look great, honestly. I kind of want to play a tank myself so that I can tank for all the guild boss stuff that we do and all, just anything dungeon-wise that we do, and even open world bosses. I kind of just want to be a tank because I know a lot of people won't be a tank. Everybody wants to do damage. Everybody's going to pick Archmage or Sniper or Rogue, or they're going to pick the Warrior for damage. You know it. I would say 80% of the people are probably going to pick a DPS class. The Marauder, which is the melee one. We've got the Archmage, like any version of the Mage, and then the Sniper class, the Rogue class. Either the Rogue or the Sniper. Party need it? Yeah, they do need it, right? And that's why I want to play it too. That way I can help out. And I think being tanky, because I like to do PvP stuff too. I think being being really tanky in PvP and having control is still going to be really good. Especially if I'm spending a little bit. If I'm spending a bit and I can get strong, I can be super tanky. You know, obviously nowhere near as tanky as the whales, the mega whales or anything, but I could be relatively tanky and then hopefully help our guild beat higher level bosses, guild bosses, and world bosses. Yeah, Berserker looks fun. But the thing is, even though if I play a Defender, I can still play a Berserker. Because when you picked out one class, those subclasses, you can play either one. It's better to focus on one because of the gacha system, but you could play the other one at any time. So being able to switch back and forth to me is good. Like that's a good quality of life or a good fun thing for me to be able to do. That way if I get tired of tanking all the time, I can switch over to Marauder, Berserker, and see what the Berserker's like. Even though it's probably going to be weaker because I'm doing all my gacha on the other one. Yeah, you can change subclass at any time, right? But you can't change your main class. So if you pick rogue, you can play the sniper. What is the rogue called? I don't know, whatever that is. You can play the sniper and the rogue at any time. You can switch back and forth. It's just, it's like right now on this one, I'm playing the archmage. So if I come over here, if I go to an avatar, which this is what you're going to do your summons. These are one of the things that are really important for your summons, that really increase your account power. What happened to the music? So correct me if I'm wrong, but when you do the gacha system for avatars, you can get, it doesn't matter that I'm on Archmage. I can get Archmage or Dark Wizard. Is that correct? I'm pretty sure that's how it works because I've done summons and I've gotten, yeah. So really, I could be playing Defender, love tanking, and do the gacha and just get crazy 0.00% and get a mythic berserker avatar, which would be something like this. And then I'd be like, oh, hell, man, I got to play berserker now because these increases are insane. Wow, that was a... These melons, man, these melons are insane on this this mage. I took the slider, the boob slider, and I put it all the way to the right. So she's pretty insane with that. She's pretty top heavy. It comes out tomorrow. It comes out in about 18 hours or so. 9 a.m. my time tomorrow is when it's supposed to be. I think it's how long until 2... Wait. It was the 29th? 29th UTC 0? Let's see. UTC 0 time now is what? It's 8 a.m. So is it supposed to be midnight? Well, it'll be the next day. It'll be the 29th. So 8 a.m. 9, 10, 11, 12. So we're looking at 16 hours until the 29th. I'd have to try to log into the PC client. Like if I try to log into the, hold on, let me see if I can do it while I'm in this game. Okay, this is the global PC client. Dang, my girl's got even a little G-string in the back. Look at that. She's not even wearing any thing to cover up her booty cheeks. What's going on here? Oh, wait, I got a picture of this in my Discord, though. I don't even need to log in. I've got a picture of that in my Discord. Hold on. Check out ongoing events, Google Play games. No, I don't want that. Get out of here. All right, here's the... Oh, you can see it. Yeah, here's the PC client for this, but let me take it off the screen in case it has me log in. It's going to launch the game. Yeah, well, I think it's going to launch the game. I'm pretty sure it is. But anyways, I've got it over in Discord. So let me look at that. See what it says for us there. It is UTC 2. So we're looking at 16, 17, 18 hours from now. 18 hours from now is exactly the 29th UTC at 2 a.m. Yeah. Oh, 18 hours their Discord says? Nice. Did they have a countdown there? I mean, I did it with math and I was correct. I was right. Let me close down this other one that it's starting up on us. Okay, log out of that. Yeah, well, where's it saying on their Discord? I'm looking here. Is there a countdown? I see updates, social events, frequently asked questions. I don't see a countdown. Language, community. Are you just saying that that's what they said in global, in the chat, general chat? It updates? Okay, I see updates. I don't see anything in updates at all. But it's all right. We know it's 18 hours from now. Yeah, 18 hours should be... What time will it be for me in 18 hours? Where's my phone? What time will it be in 18 hours? Tomorrow at 11 a.m. Okay, so I actually get to sleep in. Damn, I was hoping it was my 9. It's 11 a.m. for me tomorrow. Still good. And announcements? Yeah, still really good that I'll be able to play most of the day into the night, no problem. But from what I understand, is that correct though? When you do that gacha avatar for wizard, I can either get arch wizard or dark wizard. Either one. It's not just going to give me, even though I'm playing arch wizard right now, I'm on that avatar. I think you get both. So if I want to switch over to dark wizard, all I got to do is go to a dark wizard, equip the strongest one. Now we can have any look we want. Over here in skins, we can use any look we want. Doesn't matter which one you want to pick. Now we're on dark wizard, so we got to go to the dark wizard and get the skills. Edit some skill slots. I don't think we have a lot of skills. I need to go buy some skill books to get those skills from the main town. Let's see how much gold we have. Yeah, it's a mobile MMO, but it's got a PC client, and the PC client is going to be more like a normal MMO. I don't know. It's just, I don't even know if it's a mobile MMO anymore. All these games have PC clients along with a mobile port to it, right? All of them do. Like every game nowadays has this. It's just a game with a mobile version. So if you want to play on mobile, you can. There's really no distinction anymore, I don't feel, between the two. Like when I was playing Diablo Immortal with a controller on my PC, I never felt like it was a mobile game. I could jump on the mobile version when I'm out, sure, that's great. But it never felt like a mobile game. This has never felt like a mobile game since I've been playing on the PC client. It felt like a mobile game when I was playing on my tablet, because then I'm watching TV and on my tablet I told it to do some auto stuff. Then it did, yeah, kind of. But that's only because I was on my tablet for it. So we're looking at Dark Mage, a Dark Wizard. Get that. Dark Wizard. Alright, we got everything for Dark Wizard. Oh, we got a little gacha to do. These are for avatars too. Divine Avatar ticket. Common to legendary. Let's go. Come on. You can get all subclasses. Yeah, so even though I'm wanting to play Defender, I could still pull something crazy for the Berserker, which would be fine too. We got... Uncommons were the best ones we got. Can I summon that? What is this? Level 70 required for these tickets? Damn. This chest gave me another chest to open. Where'd it go? All right, is this... Oh, this is a cooldown. So this is a summons that we get to do every... Like, it just stays with us, and we get to do so many. 6 days less, so maybe every 24 hours we get to do one. How long do I have to wait? Oh. Nice. That's actually a really good pull. This is what I want to see when I'm on my account tomorrow. Because usually I get nothing but... Ooh, select... Is this an item that we can wear? I don't know what I just claimed. I thought it was one of these, right? Yeah, it is. Why do I get two of them? Premium shop. Bonus recovery, all damage taken reduction, dodge something. Okay, so now I got Dark Wizard skills. We can edit Dark Wizard, populate that. Do I only have four skills? I don't even have the... I don't even have Fireball and Poison Arrow? She should have that in the shop. These follow-up skills, I would think she'd have them in the shop. No? That's weird, because I thought I had the follow-up skills for the Archmage. Okay, we got a little stronger Dark Wizard. I think so. Let's equip that. Let's go to that skin and see what it looks like. All right, well, what's that new mount we got? Yeah, it's much better than my uncommon one. Debuff duration reduction. We got a cooldown reduction. There we go. Cooldown on our skills, 5%. Movement speed is faster. Carry capacity, hot recovery, and +2 defense. Let's see what this thing looks like. Oh, still got our chicken. Hold on. We got to go to skins. It's Pumbaa? Who was the pig in the Lion King? What was the name of that one? Was Pumbaa the pig or the other little what is it? The badger? What was that other thing? It looks pretty cool, I guess. It's like small in the back, little fat in the front. Okay, so now we got some Dark Mage abilities. Let's go back to that area where we were looking for our passive. We were trying to farm for this passive ability by killing creatures at this town. Tumba or something like that? Was a meerkat. Oh yeah, it's Pumbaa. So it is Pumbaa. Okay. The meerkat. Alright, let's go to attack. Now we're using Dark Mage skills. Dark Wizard skills now. Which really don't look that different because I think our basic skills are kind of the same, but we've got this ability here. Let me put it on auto. Okay, so now we got some corrosion. And poison. Yeah, there's a lot more poison now compared to the Archmage. Yeah, are you guys going to be playing Midnight? Everybody going to be playing this tomorrow? You going to try it out? I don't know. I don't like the aesthetics of the poison all the time compared to the other one we had with the Archmage. The Archmage had an AoE freeze and an AoE slow, which was really nice that I could throw down. These graphics don't look as appealing to me with doing this kind of stuff. She hit them both with something, this debuff down. Yeah, I'd have to look at the skills. What class am I going to play? I think I'm going to go for the berserker guy. But I'm going to be playing the defender. But maybe I'll play the berserker in the beginning. Depends on what avatars I get, which are the most strongest avatars. Now, the berserker is a DPS class, straight up damage dealer. And the defender is a tank. And then later on, like 6 months down the line, they're going to come out with this guy with these 2 maces. And he is just really sweet. He seems really good. All the people in the Korean servers say that he's awesomely high. Like, he's always up there in the leaderboards. Yeah, as a duo, yeah, I'm going to go with a priest. I'm going to be, on the second account, I'm going to be playing a priest. Yeah, for sure. It's not your vibe, Midnight? All right. Well, they do have, what's that other game coming out? This is just like Diablo Immortal, honestly. It's just like, to me, it's like Diablo Immortal. Oh, my girl's about to die. Yo, run, run, run. Book it out of here. I don't have any health pots. Yeah, she's like at 1 life. Try it out? Yeah, you gotta give it a try. I don't know where I'm at. There's There's some glowing door over here, though. Let me check that out and see what we got. Is this a portal to somewhere? Where's it taking us? Oh, that's the new... I think that's the next zone portal. Can I do it? Yeah, I need to compete. I need to complete the this group of quests we're on right now before I go to the next zone. All right, let's go back to town, where it's much sunnier over there, and get some health pots. Silver and Blood? I don't know, man. Dragonair is not going to be any different. I was excited for Dragonair to see if there was going to be anything different, but they're not going to do anything different. Dragonair is going to be the same game as before. It's going to be the same seasons. Eventually, you know, we're going to all start out at season 1. Okay, I got 900. We're going to all start out at season 1, and then any new players joining the game are going to go to season 1 while you're on season 2. While your next friend's on season 3, they're going to be on season 1, season 4, season 5, season 6. If you plan on playing with any of your friends or having any of your friends join later on, they'll never be on the same gear that you're farming, the same bosses, the same new heroes coming out, the same new content, like new content that you see for everybody. It's the same thing, man. It's just a failed system. The only reason why the game is even around is because it's got such good combat. Outside of that, if it didn't even have that good combat, nobody'd even consider playing it. It's got a great look and great combat, but they're just not trying to do anything to where, I don't know, I just don't get it. I really don't get it. No game does that. No game does it to where everybody's on different, like, it'd be so weird. What if you were playing, say you play Raid Shadow Legends and they come out with a new boss. You're able to play that new boss eventually. You're able to like level up and know you can play it. And there's probably a lower level of that boss that you can play. And if new heroes come out and raid, you know you can play those new heroes. You can actually summon for those new heroes. But in Dragonair, when they do a new update and say, hey, season 7's coming out. We've got all these new heroes, all these new mechanics, and all this new world for you to explore. You cannot see season 7 while you're on season 2 until you go through season 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then by then, people that were on 7 are already on 12 or whatever it would be, and it's all different. It just really doesn't make sense for anything. It's not gonna. There's no way Dragonair is gonna survive. I mean, it's gonna survive. No game closes down. They're all like money printing machines. They're just cash cows. They're gonna make money. I don't think it's ever gonna go away. You're gonna go to school? All right, man. Take care. Have a good day. But Silver and Blood, I hope is good. Also, what's that other new MMO that's coming out that everybody's wanting to play in a week from now? Oh, the Ethereal Restart? Yeah. Everybody's talking really good things about Ethereal Restart. If that's how you pronunciate it. Yeah. So that might be a game you want to look into then. Okay, so I guess tomorrow I'm going with Berserker. Hold on, let's pull up some of the videos really quick. Let's see what we've got. Let me turn my volume down. Volume. Okay. So what are some of the best videos you guys have seen so far? I like this guy. This guy's been talking to that lady who's been playing this for 4 years. This is really good, informative stuff. They've got videos with her back, 3 videos so far?
Odin Valhalla Rising.
So I've been playing since launch, which is almost 4 years.
Wow.
And I never stopped playing it. And I have been a guild master for about 4 years now. So you can see how much drama I've got through
master for
the
4 years.
whole 4 years.
How important is participating in killing the world boss in this game?
These are the items that you can get from loots every world boss.
Okay.
And these are the special special boxes just for 20%. And these are the white boxes just for everyone.
Oh, like a participation
20%?
reward.
Yes.
Or did she mean like the top 20 people?
This is just for everyone.
Oh, like a participation reward.
Yes.
Okay.
So this is participation reward, which gives out these amount of loots. And
Okay.
whenever you click on
Now, these are all world bosses they're
non-participation,
talking
it
about.
gives out a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
So the reason why the world boss is important is because these items are not cheap.
Mm-hmm.
They're very expensive items that to make any other like items here.
Mainly used for crafting, right?
Oh, true.
You mentioned earlier the top rewards are for the 20 people or 20 players. How does the game determine that? Like, is it top damage via part?
Now, this is really interesting what she's talking about here with the world bosses and the top 20 people that get rewards, because she is saying that it's not just damage dealers that get in that top 20, that it's healers and defenders, people that mitigate damage. So let's hear.
Party. What about supports? Like, does the top healer get something in return? How does it work? The ranking.
True. So there's number one tanker always gets it.
Oh.
Number one dealers always get it. Number one healer always get it. So those 3 person will always get the highest points.
Mm-hmm.
So they will always get the boxes. And
Nice.
From ranking 2 to about 10, it's random.
Because in other games, it's always the DPS.
What does she mean ranking to about 10? It's random. Like, it's random if you're the highest healer, highest tank, and the highest DPS. What would be the highest tank? Based off a threat or damage mitigated? Maybe based off a threat generated?
Deal?
Right?
Oh,
It's the
yeah.
dealers that always gets it, you know?
Here, it's good for person who are tanker or healer because they usually can get it with low CP. Dealers, it's kind of hard to
See, because there's going to be so many people, like there's so many whales that are going, and like I said before, 80% of the population probably goes damage dealer. Anybody who wants to play a game like this usually goes like whatever they can do a lot of damage with. Something that's fun like the berserker class, the sniper class, the rogue class, or the archmage or the dark wizard. They're not too keen on going paladin priest, which is the one class, and then the other one is the part of berserker. Like if you didn't want to go berserker, you could be a defender, which usually doesn't sound that exciting, right?
be number one, because
Right.
there's a lots of lots of people who wants to be dealer, but there's less people for tankers and healer, and they need these heals.
So, what would be the common mistakes of players in the early game? What would be your tips for newbies? The first, a word from our today's sponsor. Forever think in the without
Is make most mistake that you guys should not do is make all the different classes for the 5 of them.
Oh?
You have to make the same class that you are pushing for.
What? Really?
Yes, I'll tell you why.
Yeah, this was really interesting. She's talking about making, like right now she is a, like say she's a sniper. She would make sniper on this one account. Like you can have multiple accounts easily just by email addresses. You make a new account, which is actually really good to do because a lot of things you have are account driven. So if I get a free summons or a free login reward, it's not going to be for each of the heroes on my account. It's only for the account, only for one of them. So when you log in and you say, okay, I get this free reward, I get this special summon, it's really just for your main, right? Do it with your main because you don't want to do it on one of these other ones. And you're doing the gacha system. The gacha system has a pretty low drop rate for things. So you want to do as many as you can to have a higher chance of getting something good so that you can have a good gacha for your mount drops and a good gacha for whatever your main hero is. Say it's archer, right? Say it's sniper. Then you would have sniper, sniper, sniper. And then the sniper, when it levels up, you'll see, she'll tell you here, when it levels up to a certain level, level 50, level 60, and you'll transfer all your gear from your main sniper onto your other alts when you want to do that, and it'll make it really easy for you to level them up. Like super easy to level them straight from 0 all the way up to the top. And then when they hit level 50, 60, 70, 80, you get these epic summons, these purple summons for mounts, and they will go onto your main. They'll use them on your main. So your main then will get a whole bunch of free additional summons. And then in this, you have a fusion process, which is like most of these kind of games. Say you have 4 purple mounts, you put them together and you try to get a chance at getting a higher tier, you know, extra ones. You're still going to have your main purple mount or your main avatar. And then you do a fusion with multiple copies and you try to get a higher one. But then once you level this account up, then you delete that account and it takes 30 days before you can create, not an account, I'm sorry. Then you delete that hero, you know, your second, your third, your fourth, once you max them out, and then you wait 30 days and you can start a new hero. Now, I know that part isn't for everybody. It doesn't even sound like it's something that I really want to focus on, but maybe if I'm enjoying the game enough and I get to end game, then I can consider doing that. But it's nothing I would consider right now because day one, week one, month one, you're going to be leveling your account. You're going to be having fun, learning everything you can learn, getting stronger. And then once you're maybe, 6 months later, you're kind of in a grind. You're logging in to do your guild boss battles, to do PvP stuff, to do dungeon runs that you got to do every day, grouping up with your friends, having some fun. Then you might want to consider doing another account because you do have 8 hours when you're offline that your hero can be grinding somewhere. You don't even have to be on your computer or on your tablet, your mobile phone to do it. You just tell it to, yeah, I'm here, I'm logging off, boom, 8 hours later you come back. And as long as you're strong enough for the area and you have your stuff set up right, you'll still be alive and you'll be farming for mats, farming for gear. But playing alts like this, that doesn't really sound like something I want to do, honestly. And maybe it's set up different for global because, a lot of times these really heavy, grindy Korean MMOs are different for global. So maybe this will be a different process. I hope so because I don't want to really do that. Sounds like too much work. Because if I'm already leveling up, say, a berserker, and I'm having lots of fun with my berserker, I don't want to go put all my gear from that berserker onto another one and then level that up too just to get some free gacha. Sure, I know it's going to make me stronger, and I know it's really powerful. Like, it's very, very powerful for me to do that, but I don't really want to do that. I'd rather just play a second account and play like a priest to go with my, Marauder Berserker.
Okay.
So we'll see.
So you have one main class, right?
Right.
This is like the one main class you want to focus on.
Okay.
But these are the classes that will support this number one class that you are working on. So these classes, when it ends up at level like 40, 72, it gives out free purple. So you are trying to get the free stuff. And when you ever erase them, this is not the one.
Wow.
So when you go out and then when you try to, this is like the erasing it. When you erase it, it will take about 720 hours.
Wow.
To completely remove this class. But whenever you restart it, that means you can get at least one more purple avatar, one more purple mount here. So this is the levels that you get for each item. Level 20, you'll get like just a green one.
Okay.
Level 30 to 40, 50, you're gonna get like the next blue ones. And then when you end up at level 60, you get free purple avatar.
Ooh.
And also when 70, you will get free purple mount.
But for us, even if you're a whale, just starting out on global, it's going to be a long time before you are on your number one hero, before you're that level, before you're even like up to 70, 75, and you're strong and you've been farming great gear and you want to take that second hero and put all your gear on that second hero and then just level them up so you can get this free gacha. I think this is something down the line. I mean, it's smart and it sounds great, but I don't think it's anything we even need to worry about right now. Just keep in the back of our mind and see if we want to do it later
Because
on.
the main this you don't need to have all these 4 differently, because it's not even you cannot even farm together.
Right.
You can only go into one character, right? So rather playing a different kind of avatar.
But on PC, we can have 2 accounts running. Like, it's made that way. The game even tells you that you can have 2 of their clients up and play 2 accounts if you want to on PC. And of course, if you have multiple mobile devices, you could have 2 different accounts too with 2 different email addresses. So if I do want to play my priest and I want to play my warrior together, I can do that with 2 boxing on a PC, or I could do it with 2 of my my mobile devices and have them run around together, have them kind of level up together. So yeah, you don't really need multiple heroes anyways on one account, one email address.
Characters in one account.
Right.
Just try to make a lot of accounts. So if you want to be like a huntress, so like rogue, then you can make another account with what depender or what healer and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. So if that's a different character, different class, it should be a different account entirely, right?
True. Yes.
I see.
So this is like the major mistake everyone do.
Yeah, because I've seen a lot of comments and they are asking like, say for example, I'm gonna main Saint on launch. So their questions are like, do I need to create a second character and it's a completely different avatar, a completely different class? So in reality, you're not getting a benefit from it because you don't get the same avatars for that, right? So it makes sense to just create multiple characters of the same class that you main, right?
True.
Wow, I didn't know that. And it makes sense.
I know, right? And it's giving out free. The game company is giving it to you for free. That's the thing.
It'll be out in 18 hours. Less than 18 hours now. Maybe 17 and a half hours.
It's really good for... It's going to be really good for all the...
You can pre-download the game on the PC right now. If you want to go to my Discord, it's all there in Discord. I can give you the link to download it. But you can download it with this PC launcher and you're good to go. This is the global PC launcher from the official Discord, from their Discord. If you hit this link though, it's going to say, do you want to download it? This is the download executable for the global PC launcher. You'll download 20 gigabytes and then it'll say, log in, do all that kind of stuff. And then it will tell you, it'll have a pop-up and tell you when it's going to go live in 17 and a half hours from now. Yeah, so you can have it all set up.
F2Ps.
Right. So
this is how you get purple.
Whoa, nice.
But the thing is, purple is like a very regular thing now for us.
Yeah.
It's very...
Well, purple's regular for them because they've been playing it for 4 years.
Mild.
Yeah, you've been into the game for quite some time now, so...
But in global,
it's gonna be...
But they take multiple copies of those purples, like you just saw a minute ago, and they try to make them into these mythic and legendary ones right here with this fusion process. So you do purple, 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 you hit it, and you try to make it a higher rank. So you still want those additional copies. What time to up, bro? What do you mean?
For quite some time now.
Say what?
So. But in global, it's gonna be rare, right?
For me, it's going to be 11 a.m. tomorrow when it goes live, so that's pretty cool. So I'll be able to play all day and stream all day. I'll be streaming as soon as it goes live, really about 30 minutes before to get ready for it all. And hopefully we won't have any issues. Shouldn't be. I mean, this game's been out in Korea for 4 years. It's been played in Japan for just as long. We shouldn't have any issues, right? I hope. Fingers crossed. You never know.
I think you guys will only have this far, the yellow ones. And then it will end up going through the orange ones, which is like one more higher tier. And then the most higher tier is going to be the red one.
Ooh. I don't even see this red tier in my Japan game, so I don't know what tier we're going to have on global launch. I don't know what time it's going to be in EU, man. What? I don't know. Calculate it. What do you mean? It's going to be tomorrow. It's going to be at 29, the 29th, 0200 UTC 0. Right there. I just put it out there. So if you type into Google right now, UTC time now, type in UTC time right now, and then whatever it says for UTC time right now, whatever it's going to be at 2 a.m., right? Just count however, whatever. If it says 9 a.m. right now, say, okay, how many hours till 2 a.m.? And then that's many hours for you. I don't know. I don't live in the EU. I just know my
question
time.
in that.
Yes.
17 and a half hours
When is the
from now.
perfect time to create a second
Just talking to your phone or your computer. Say, what time will it be in 17 and a half hours from now? It'll tell you.
So I think, in my opinion, when your first character hit a wall, that's
What you say?
I think, in my opinion.
Follow-up question in that.
He said, when should you start playing that alt, that second character on that one account that's the same? Like if I'm playing sniper, when should I start playing that second sniper? He asked her. I don't know. I think it's going to be far off. I think we're going to be so busy with so many things to do and fun things to do to make our main stronger. Even if we hit a wall, once you hit a wall, that's a time to, evaluate your gear, go back and grind dungeons, group up with your people, look at what you need to do for your guild boss battles, and where to grind to make your account stronger. I don't know if that's the good time to start making and playing, like switching over your gear and playing, like starting kind of over on a new one just so you can get a few more draws on gacha.
Yes.
When is the perfect time to create a second character or a third one or a fourth one?
So I think, in my opinion, when your first character hit a wall, that's the time when you go for the second character. It's gonna be about 40 to about 50 level. Then you start on with the second character. You just start making one up till about 40 level, and then you go back to your main character to push a little more.
Level 40? What do we get up to 40? Let me check here. So where are they looking at to where we have our achievements and we get to levels? Where do we see where we have growth? Here we go. Okay, so if I did go up to 40 on a new account, at level 30, I would get one avatar summon of a rare, which we'd already have on our main account. We'd already have a rare because we already went to 30, and another rare. So taking out another account up just for one more rare mount summon and one more rare, because it's not like rare to legendary, it's just rare. And we're not going to have 4 then to try to fuse to get a higher one. Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know about doing that process they're talking about. Like that early. If I agree with that.
And do a little bit of more collections.
Right.
And then you go back to the sub character to build up. And probably at first you won't be able to go to 70 level because your main character isn't 70 level.
Right.
So what we did for about a year, F2Ps usually do 60 level.
She said what we did for about a year. Did you hear? What we did for about a year?
F2Ps usually do.
Right.
So what we did for about a year, F2Ps usually do 60 level cycle. P2Ws go for the 70 level because it takes less time and you can do it with your CP, but usually the low people doesn't have enough CP
Right.
to push for our higher stuff. So I prefer at first, like for a month, you'll try for level 40 and then you push it till you're not going to get stopped until 40.
Yeah, midnight. I think that's the Korean grind. I don't think it's going to be like that. Plus, she's been playing for 4 years. A lot of things have changed in 4 years, and it's going global to the West, to where we don't play games like they do in Korea. We definitely do not play the same play style in Korea. And I've played some gacha games before to where we've had this collection, right? To where we go in here. God's Raid had this. Do you remember playing God's Raid? To where we make this gear, we level it up, we put it into here to get stronger. Which is fine because we farm these mats, we craft this gear, we get this gear from doing dungeons and from guild dungeons and anything else we do, right? Overnight farming, all that stuff. We get this to be stronger. And it takes time. But I don't see people in the West making sure that when they log in, that they have the same characters here all the way down, right? Dark Wizard, Dark Wizard, Dark Wizard, or Mage, Archmage, Dark Wizard, either one, like Wizard. And then when I get to level 40, which I don't see myself being stuck at level 40, excuse me, I then go play, I switch over my gear to a brand new Dark Wizard, and I play a Dark Wizard again to level 40 so I can get 2 more gachas that are the same that I've already received. I just don't think that makes sense. And then they did that for years while they logged in. So they logged in, they did all their daily stuff on their main account. So they had to come in and do all their town halls, all their dungeons. They logged in on their main character. You've got your 6 main town hall quests every day. Just like in Diablo Immortal, you had your main board, like message board quests, which are really easy to do. And it's kind of full auto. You can have them run through and do all of them currently that I see as full auto in your town hall. And then you've got a certain amount of dungeons that you do every day on the elite dungeons to get materials. And then you've got dungeons you can run with, because you have a certain amount of dungeon tickets every day you can do, so you can run with your friends in all these dungeons. I don't know how the world dungeons, the world bosses, and all the guild dungeons, and I don't know how all that works, but they would have had to have logged on to their main, done all that stuff for hours on end, and then been like, okay, let me take the time to go over to an alt. But their main can be auto farming for 8 hours, trying to get stronger once they've done all that. And then they log into their alt here and start leveling it up with the gear from their main. That's a lot of time, right? Midnight. That sounds like a lot of dedication. That does. It really sounds like a tremendous amount of dedication to get a few more gacha summons. And I know they're getting gacha summons through daily login rewards, events that are going on, achievements, if they've purchased the battle pass and all that kind of normal, one-time purchase stuff that you do, they're getting some from there too. The purples must be really rare. I don't feel that global will be like this, but we'll have to see tomorrow. Let's see how it plays out.
Something. It's going to be easy for you guys to start pushing through until like 44 or 45 level.
Mm-hmm.
Then go for the second character and just try a little bit, gathering up a little more collections. Then try for your main character up to 60. Then go back to your sub character to go for the 60. And then come back to your main character to go for 70. That's like the routine.
Okay.
And when you it's going to be about like 70 to about 75 level whenever you start cycling 70 level sub characters.
Yeah, what she means by cycling though is getting up to level 70 on your alternate archmages down here, and then resetting them, which takes 30 days. So I take this one up to level 70. I've got another archmage I play right here. This for 30 days is being reset because I hit delete this character. Takes 30 days to do that, and then I can make another archmage again, or dark wizard again, to level up to 70. Level to 70, level to 70, 70, and then on a 30-day rotation for each of those.
Got it.
I don't know.
Thank you, Jen. And just to confirm, all of these characters, say for example, you have 2 characters already, you can do both the daily quests for both of those characters, right?
Yes.
Okay. So that's more gold and more resources during the early game.
Oh, true. That's good for when you start. You can do all the quests for each of them, and
Right.
each of them have different. They don't.
Okay, now that is true. So say I have a level 30 or level 40 and I do get stuck, not only would I get those gachas, as we go back and go through the main story quest again, we are getting drops that we're not necessarily, since we're using the gear from our main hero, we're not having to use all those drops to work on that gear. We can use it to work on gear that we're then going to submit into the gear system here to make our account stronger, to make our main account stronger. So anything we do get with all that gold, with all those gear drops, going back through the main story, we could then craft items and use items and level up items to like level 7, these two, and that gives us +1 accuracy. Now, I know these look like small numbers, and they are small numbers, but that's how it's done. It's not done off of big numbers. When you look at your uncommon gear, your green gear, it might say attack of 20, and then when you look at the blue, it'll say attack of 30. So it doesn't seem like it's a huge increase, but it is. You know, they're just dealing with small numbers in this. So I guess I kind of get it. I kind of understand that if you hit a wall as free to play at level 40, instead of, you'll still be going back to grind where you want to grind during that 8-hour AFK, like when I log out. Let me see if it shows you right here. Yeah, it says you want to log out. I can hit OK and go into idle mode if I'm out there farming, and then for 8 hours I'll farm. So you can still do that with your main account. Go farm somewhere that makes sense for gear drops that you need to get stronger, and then you could be playing the other account, going back through the story quest and taking all those materials and throwing them onto your main to make it stronger, to come over here and complete this out. Because you can't complete this out on another class within your one account. They're not tied together. These are separate. And I think you do it all through the storage from what I saw them do. Like this storage is shared throughout the account. Well, we can test that out, can't we? Can you put gold in here? How do I share gold with it? Let me see if I can I store this? Okay. Yeah. Okay, so that does make sense to make a alt, and then you would have, and then maybe, you know, maybe when you're leveling up that alt too, your second wizard, you get some kind of good wizard drop, and it would help out as well. Okay, I get it. I get it, I guess.
They don't squeeze each other. Each of the characters have each
Hold on, I'll be
items
right back.
and
Right.
numbers of
Let me start up another video
forms.
and I'll be right
So
back.
yeah, I think that's gonna be great too.
If you made it to this part of the video, do me a favor, like,
Yeah, this guy, if you guys don't know, this guy is Jimmy. So go follow him over on YouTube. He's talking to somebody who's been playing this for 4 years. They're really, really good videos. I'm going to go over to this second one. He's got 3 videos up so far talking with her.
In this game.
For the 7,
What is
I'll be
the
right back.
usual full rotation of the daily activities in this game?
for the 7 maps, you can
Mhm.
get 9 quests.
Oh.
So this is usually the highest tier. You can see
Mhm.
the different type.
Okay.
So this is the first tier, second tier, and third tier, which gives out a lot more points.
Mhm.
So you try to gather these up.
But I believe for global, it's gonna be real easy at first because
True.
we would only have like 1 or 2 maps.
Yeah, it's going to be 2 of them.
Yeah.
So there might be a day that you won't be able to do any of the highest tiers, but then you can at least try the number 2s. So you
Got
can
it.
get the gears. These are for usually collections.
Mhm.
So And these are very important, and it takes about 1 or 2 hours, and then afterwards you do these two. I'm not sure what name it's gonna be, but Kongho for us is to build up gold. It gives out a lot of gold in EXP.
XP. Okay.
And Nanjeng이, this one is gonna give out little items that to enhance your gears. And then you'll have 8 hours of the dungeon, I guess. You can play it. You can have. You can go for 8 hours, and you can add more too. You can add a little bit more of time. But these are gonna be the most expensive stuff, and a lot of war zone here. You can. It's a war zone. PvP zone.
It's a PvP zone.
These two are non-PvP zones. So usually when you get in trouble, you usually hide here.
Okay. I'll bear that in mind.
Yeah. And whenever you are trying to fight with each other, I think there were a lot of fights in 7th floor for us for almost the first 3 months in this game, because there's tons of items that you need at first.
We've seen some discussions as well regarding the blue equipment and the purple equipments. Some players are even suggesting that during the launch, like the first month or two, they're suggesting not to build the blue gears right away, just sell the materials so they can earn that.
Gives out a lot of.
What is the usual full rotation of the daily activities in this game?
For the 7 maps at first.
We've seen some discussions as well regarding the blue equipment and the purple equipments. Some players are even suggesting that during the launch, like the first month or two, they're suggesting not to build the blue gears right away, just sell the materials so they can earn diamonds, since whalers are most likely to buy it. So they're just actually suggesting to build green equipments. What do you think? Is this a great strategy? Like green equipments with over upgrades, like even +7, +8, because it's easier to, apparently it's easier to enhance green weapons, and it's almost the same as the blue ones, as some players said. Is this true, or is it something that you would recommend as well? But first, a word from our today's sponsor. Introducing Yujiphone, the ultimate cloud edit. Yujiphone. Yujiphone, your cloud gaming companion. Play without limits.
So I think I agree, since it launched, the diamonds were very expensive. Many people wanted to sell the diamonds in cash. So everyone just tried to go to these map. I think it was this map. These are the items that you will get.
Oh yeah, where's she looking for those world bosses? How's she?
The
what
diamonds in cash.
What
So everyone just try to go to.
I don't even see what's she clicking on.
Try to go to
She must have a
these. So everyone just try to go to these map.
Yeah, see, I don't have a tab for when these world bosses are coming up. Maybe I probably haven't made it far enough, right? We've just unlocked dungeons. But I didn't see a tab to where I can see these type of world bosses with the cooldown, like when they're going to come back out, when everybody can be there to fight them. After you unlock Providence weapon skill. I'm not sure. True. Right, it's hard to close. It's a hard choice to make. True. I'll never forget her. Trues. Wait, where are we at? Here we are.
I think it was this map. These are the items that you will get on field. So that you can get the blue items here, right? This is very expensive. At first.
Right. If we can farm there, right? If you are strong enough, or maybe you're a little bit of a spender and you can get above everybody else at global launch, get further than they are, and then use your time farming in these areas where these blue drops are, then yeah, you're gonna sell them on the auction house. The whales are gonna buy them really quickly because they're just whales. They don't care. They're like, oh, this weapon's 5 points better than what I have. Boom, I'll buy it really quick for the premium currency. So that's a way for free to play to get premium currency. But if you're free to play, you're not really gonna blast past whales. So that doesn't make sense. Though farming in these areas later on, it's still good, right? It's still good as free to play to farm in these areas. But you're not gonna like, whales are gonna be here already. But you might catch those whales that come into the game later on, you know, like a week after you or 2 weeks after you. So it is still good, you know, always to put this kind of stuff up on the auction house. And you can see the auction house. You can see the trends and what things have been selling for. So put them on the auction house and, you know, try to make some money always.
So I understand why those people are saying that, because at least if you can farm here, you will eventually get these items.
Right.
But at first, price is gonna be spiking up. Attack 30.
Yep.
And let's see how about this? This is attack 40. It only the only difference is 10.
Yeah.
But I think you
difference.
won't be and you won't be able to go to 7 with this.
Yeah.
Because it's very you
hard.
will be ending up with 6, which
Sure.
means it will only differ about 8 or maybe a little low. So I agree. Just go for the highest tier for the green gears. Yeah.
Unless
And
you're
then
spending a
whenever
lot of
Yeah, just level up the green gear, because the green gear is going to be easier, like way easier with the scrolls we have to level that green gear up. And you'll be able to get that green gear to like +6 easily. Where with the rare, I think you might have to have different scrolls, or it's a percentage base. Like it's a much higher percentage base to have success leveling it up. Because when I leveled up my gear, wrong one, hold on. Let's see. It was like up to +3 was good, but after +3 it was much harder. Or maybe that was my skills. I think it was my skills. So when I was leveling up my magic skills, +3 was very easy. It was almost guaranteed. But if I tried to go +3 after that, like even if I used 4 in a row to try to level it up, 4 scrolls to level this up, it didn't go past +3. It was very hard with the scrolls I had, the lower level ones, to get that +3. Now for the gear, I got it up to 5 really easy. So then I just stopped at 5. But they're right. If +7 is only 10 off, but it's not even 10 off because you're not going to get +7 on the blue, like she said. You're only going to get like +5 on the blue, manageably, with the scrolls you have, the scrolls you can farm, the scrolls you get for dungeons, the daily stuff you got to do to get the scrolls. It's much easier just to have the green. And then she says later on after this, if you're pay to win, just go for the green leveled up like this and skip to purple. Now, I don't know how you're going to skip to purple, but maybe as pay to win, you're strong enough with your mount gacha, your flying mount gacha, your avatar gacha, that you can just blow through the story mode areas and get to the areas to where it's purple, and then you can just farm for the purple drops and do the higher dungeons to get those purple drops and crafting gears to craft.
money, right?
True. If you're
Yeah,
spending
sniper
a lot
would
of
be great.
money,
Jenny?
go for
I
green
kinda wanna play
gears
sniper
to
too,
purple
honestly.
right away.
Okay.
And I prefer every people should have 7 at least.
Maybe she means go to purple right away and buy it from the auction house as well, if you need to supplement some of your parts, if you're a whale.
Because this is eventually going to be one of our collections.
Okay.
It's eventually you guys won't have this at first.
Right.
The collection comes out gradually. So whenever you get number 7 for any kinds of gears, just
Jenny, are you there? Yeah, I missed that. I'm sorry. I'm going to be making a guild right away as soon as this goes live at 11 a.m. my time. So I'll be here streaming tomorrow, 30 minutes before it's supposed to go live. I'll be up at 7, 8 in the morning, ready to go for this. And then I'll make a guild as soon as I can. So I'll be streaming. You'll see me all streaming. You'll see me make the guild. I'll be here doing it all.
keep them. It's gonna be your treasure.
So don't sell it or don't dismantle it. Just save
Or
it.
maybe true. If there's
gonna be
no
your
collection,
treasure.
just don't sell it. It's gonna be very
There's no separation. There's only a server that says US EU. which is odd because if you know about connections from US to EU, that there's not good. It's not good ping at all. But all they have is Asia, and then they have one that says, here, I'll show you over in my Discord. I've got it all here, pictures of it. Here's where we're going to be. Let me open this. There's one. Oh, yeah, you can see it. We're going to be on US EU server 6. I put this in my Discord already. But it is strange that there's only an Asia and then a US EU. There should be an EU separate one, and there should be a US separate one, and then like an Asian Pacific, I guess. I guess that's all I needed to show you. That's it. Yeah, that's where we'll be. I'll be there on server 6. Come and join me.
Very expensive later on.
Again, guys, this is Jimmy down here at the bottom. You can see on YouTube. Go over there and sub up. Let me subscribe to him because he keeps coming out with these videos with her. And I think they're pretty informative, listening to somebody that's played for 4 years and run a guild all that time too.
When it comes for the collections.
Okay. So the collections, the codex is...
She says in a previous, in another video, I think the next video, maybe later on in this video, she says that she wasn't like a big spender, but she did start spending later on in PvP because she was getting beat by people that had a little bit more power than her. And she spent money for that. I thought that was pretty funny. You don't need to spend money, right? You do not need to spend money. Just enjoy the game. If somebody in PvP has spent or had really luck with their gacha, I mean, that's just the way it is. You just enjoy the game.
System just evolves with it.
When you pre-registered, I didn't get a server option. Did you? Yeah, when you pre-register, you didn't on the website. But right now, you can download the PC client. Are you going to play on PC? If you are, you can download the PC client right now, 20 gigabyte download, and then it will do the launcher, and you can see the launcher, and it'll show you servers you can pick. But you don't need to pick it right now. I mean, it'll just show me. I can't really get into those servers. But if you want to go ahead and download the PC client, you can, and you can have it all downloaded and ready to go. And that is with a link. It's over here on my Discord. It's just a link that'll download their launcher, and you'll be set. You log in, all that.
In the game, it's not everything is there at launch.
True.
It evolves gradually. Okay.
True.
What is the best class for free-to-play or light spenders or pay-to-win?
If you are willing to just farm yourself, Saint.
Okay.
So it's gonna be Saint or Paladin. Usually people do Paladin because it's very stabilized farming character, we can even farm at our higher places.
I've heard from somewhere they said that Saint is literally useless in the game until endgame. Is it true?
It's useless, but if you don't have them,
what do you mean it's useless? If you got to have them, it's not useless.
your guild's gonna ruin.
Okay.
So at least you need 3 or more Saint in your guild.
3 or more. Okay.
Yes, because I know that feeling.
Because I want a main Saint.
True, but if you don't have them, we do have a lot of guild activities, right?
Yeah, right.
Let's see, like you have guild raid. We have 2 guild raids. And this is like now this is like getting matched with other servers guild to fight
cross server guild war.
Oh yeah, this is the cross server guild war every Monday through 9:30 p.m. to 9.
Yeah, if you're on mobile, the only thing you need to do is go to the Play Store and register for the game. If it'll allow you. Like if you go to pre-register, right? Usually they let you do that. If I go to iOS, it'll say, put in my password, pre-register, download the game when it comes out. Yeah, that's all you got to do. And you'll be set.
45, like 15 minutes.
Oh, 15 minutes. Okay.
And you go into this kind of a map to fight the boxes. So they have 9 boxes you have to put in. And you fight with other 2 guilds. But going back to why we need Saint.
Yeah. Yes, Jen. Please tell them.
Why we need Saint. Saint has the unique skill.
Skill? Okay.
Yeah, there's a unique skill. This is the Saint class that I have. This is a little one. This is only 24k. I farm at number two map here.
Okay.
And what this have is, let's see. So this is the heal skill that the Saints give out.
Right.
It's only 8.5% of your heal HP,
Mhm.
but this is a lot
right back.
if you
It's raining
think of
really
your
hard. Let me
how
just
much
make
your
sure we have all
HP
the
is.
windows shut.
This skill, it's I'm not sure. 신성 불꽃? 불꽃 is, I think, like a fire.
Mhm.
It removes one buff. So whenever you are in PvP as well, you can remove one buff from the enemy. If enemy is invincible, you can remove it with this. So another reason why we need this, and this is a skill that decreases how much you get damage, about 3.7%.
Okay. Makes
So
you
whenever-
tankier.
Yes. So whenever people are doing bosses, they will ask you to give this buff before they go in. So I think for Saints, these three are the main reasons they need.
Saints have resurrection.
True, that's another skill that you need for the guild. It's very important.
Oh,
It's
okay.
very important. You need them to pick up all the dealers who kill themselves inside the guild
Okay.
guild raids.
If you made it to this part of the video, do me a favor, like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss future uploads.
Okay. True. Did we get all that?
To pick up all the dealers who kill themselves inside
Oh,
the
they're talking
guild.
about why we're using the priest, because the priest can remove the invincible debuffs, the buffs. The priest can resurrect. The priest can do. I would assume the priest could do far more healing than a paladin, than the paladin could do. I would guess, if that's true.
I'm not sure what name is gonna be 공격대. This means everything you hit is gonna go inside the guild box. I guess guild box? Guild stuff?
Yeah, like guild storage or something.
It's
With
guild
the
storage.
global release of Odin Valhalla Rising just in guild battles, it plays a crucial role in raids and territory wars. Starting with the warrior class, we have Defender and Berserker. The Defender is known as the top tank in guild battles. It plays a crucial role in raids and territory wars.
Why is it showing me a rogue and it said Defender and Berserker?
Absorbing boss damage and anchoring frontline fights. A recent patch significantly buffed its overall strength, and as a result, it has become one of the highest rated classes in guild-based content. That said, Defender's main weakness is solo play. Its damage is low, farming is slow, and without heavy investment, it can feel frustrating to level. Still, in guild content, Defender is always welcomed and performs as one of the most reliable frontline roles in the entire game. Berserker is more PvP oriented. It's a melee fighter with solid durability and decent offense, but it doesn't stand out in any one area. Its popularity briefly increased thanks to a collaboration skin, but in terms of raw performance, it's a middle tier class. You can get some mileage out of it with heavy investment, especially in PvP, but it's generally not considered a top performer for fast progression or damage output. Moving on to the rogue class, we have Sniper and Assassin. Sniper stands out for its long range and safe playstyle. It has the longest attack distance in the game, strong survivability, and a skill kit that makes it effective.
Well, its attack distance is 10 meters compared to the Dark Mage and Archmage, which is 9 meters. So I wouldn't say it's like crazy range, but I will say that all the melee classes have range of like 15 meters for their charge and pull-in abilities. So there's a pretty long. It's not like they're spamming those abilities, right? They're not hitting you with their melee weapon at 15 meters, but they do have skills to pull you in and root you and do all that kind of stuff at a longer range than the sniper. And the sniper's 10 meters, the archmage is 9 meters. So I wouldn't say it's like it's not really like a crazy range. It is when you consider you're going to get slowed or snared or stunned and all that. The mass killing on the world boss. What's going on? Pay to win? Yeah, man, pay to win.
In both PvE and PvP. Since Odin's release in Korea, Sniper has consistently remained in the top tier across all game modes.
Yeah, Sniper, of course.
It's easy to pick up, performs well with minimal spending, and offers great results for free-to-play players. Overall, Sniper ranked #1 in the recent class performance evaluation, making it a highly recommended choice for the global version. Assassin plays very differently. It excels in small-scale fights and is especially strong in ambushes and one-on-one situations. It has access to stealth, fast movement, and burst skills that let it delete targets quickly. However, it struggles in large-scale battles and territory wars. When gear and stats are equal, Assassin often gets outperformed by higher range or AoE heavy classes. It's still a satisfying class to play, especially for players who enjoy fast, tactical melee combat, but it may require more effort to master. Next is the Priest class, which includes Paladin and Saint. The Saint is Odin's most dedicated healer. It provides strong team support, powerful healing, and essential utility in structured content like guild raids, field battles, and sieges.
All those are very different. I mean, if you want to play Sniper, you're going to be doing damage. It's nice. I think Sniper is one of the funner classes. I wanted to play Sniper since I've been playing level 26. I played the Archmage. I was like, this is okay, but I think the Sniper would be more enjoyable when I look at the Sniper skills and what the Sniper would do. But if you want to play a Defender, that's a tank, which they already said is going to be much harder to grind with, right? If you're grinding as a Defender, trying to level up your account, doing the story mode, and then going to grind places to grind for gear and gear drops, it's going to be a little bit slower, right? It's going to be much slower with the Defender. But you should be super tanky, so that should be fun. And then the Priest is healing. So you've got 3 different... I mean, Kit Kat, do you want to be a DPSer? Do you want to be a tank? Or do you want to be a healer?
While it was once...
But remember, you just log in with another email address and you have another account. So you can 2-box on PC. Like automatically they make it to where you can 2 account. You can load up 2 accounts right away from their PC client. They made it that way on purpose. You log in with 2 different email addresses. You have, I guess, 2 different email addresses. You have 2 different accounts, so you can play 2 of those 3 that you want to play easily. And then you'd have to have a 3rd email address and a different account to play the 3rd. Yeah, be tank, be saint. Yeah, be in demand, right? It's fun. You could use the same character on an alt. What do you mean, same character on an alt? I heard somewhere you should use... Oh, use the same character on an alt? Yes. Not on an alt, but on the same email address, on that same account. Whatever your main character is, they want you to use that same character. We'll show you later. We already went over that. We talked about it in this stream. Yeah, for epic things. Well, for the drops. For when you hit level 40, 50, 60, 70, even level 30 and 20, you get a gacha. And that gacha will be based off of that hero that you're playing. So if you're playing Sniper as your main, and then the other character that you have on those accounts are all snipers, when you level that sniper up, you get that additional gacha. And then you take all those drop rewards that you have as well, and you send them to your main character. And when you level that character up, that second sniper, you send over all your good gear that you have on your main sniper over that, so it's really easy to level it through all those levels. And that is the way to get additional gacha for your sniper class if you're playing sniper. Because all those gacha that you get are going to be either sniper or rogue, right? The avatar that you summon. The mounts won't matter, but the avatar that you summon could be like a really good avatar for a sniper or rogue. And then and it's because it's purple. You know, once you level them up high enough, it's purple ones. And then once you have multiple purples, you can fuse 4 and then hopefully get a higher tiered one from the fusion. But that's going to be a lot of work. I think that's a lot of stuff that you're going to do way, 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 way down the line. The only issue with that is that when you delete that second character or third character, you have to wait 30 days before you can start up a new one in that slot. So when you're over here, playing I'm playing an archmage or a dark mage. Either one, both, right? I'm playing a wizard. So what they were saying is, if I'm playing a wizard here, don't go ahead and pick different classes on the bottom. Don't do like I've done. This is me testing out the heroes. I just leveled them up, played them for an hour so I could see all their skills. But they're saying if you're going to play wizard here, you're going to play wizard, 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 wizard eventually. But I think it's kind of way down the line. But the only problem is, if you do want to do that and you already made some alts down here, when you delete these alts, it's going to take 30 days before you can make them a wizard. And what they're trying to say the cycle would be is that you level up your main account really high. You're doing a lot of stuff on your main account. Then you let your main account go to sleep for 8 hours and do background farming, offline farming. And then you play this alt with that gear. I don't know how it can do background farming if you're playing with that gear, though. Use that gear, level up this one enough to get all those freebies, and then eventually delete it and wait 30 days and do it all over again. But I don't know. That's Korean way of doing things. I don't think... Yeah, 30 days. You got to wait 30 days. I don't think it's going to be like that for global. We'll see, but I don't think it is. Hold on 1 minute. Let me shut all this stuff. I just hear rain like banging everywhere. We'll see if it's going to be that way, but they do change. Like usually these heavy grinded MMOs, Korean MMOs are not always the same in the West because they realize that the Western audience doesn't want to grind like that. We don't want to spend 6 months leveling up a hero to make it awesome and then spend a whole bunch of time leveling up all these alts of that same hero with that gear from them. And then deleting for 30 days and then doing it all over again. That just does not sound, that doesn't even sound fun for me. So we'll see. How do you play on the same server? I'm going to be on server 6. And it's not US, EU, and Asia. It's Asia, and then the other server is US plus EU together, which is really weird, but that's how they have it. But we're going to be on server 6. Yeah, just go over to my Discord. You'll see it all on my Discord. We're going to be on the EU, US, EU Discord server, and we're going to be on 6. Because it's not separated. Yeah, I don't know why. I'm with you, man. It's a huge difference between the two. Ping-wise, connection-wise, it's a big difference between Asia and US, EU. But they're together in one so far. And server 6 is where we'll be. Yeah, come and join us. Come and join us. We'll be there. The first and second delete is 3 days. The third and fourth are 5 days, so on. That just sounds terrible, though. Like, it sounds terrible to me to play my wizard, have a great time with it, and then for me to feel like, for me to get a nice power increase. Say I'm level 75 or whatever their max level is. I'm at endgame. I'm logging in. I'm doing all my quest stuff. I'm doing all my guild stuff with my guilds. We're doing guild boss raids. We're doing PvP things. We're helping people out. We're going into group dungeons. I'm just having a good time every day playing this class. And that takes up a lot of time. It does. And then you're going to go offline farm for 8 hours with this class, with their gear, and then go live your life, right? You're not going to then be like, okay, let me start my other dark mage with some leftover gear at level 70 and just blow through story mode hours on end and then wait the first delete for 3 days and do it again and do it again and do it again and do it again just so you can get the purple. I mean, I understand it's a big increase, right? Having multiple purples and different purple chances, because within the gacha of the purple, it's not like just like, oh, you got a purple. I got a purple dark wizard. There's different variables within even purples, and then you do want multiple copies of purples to fuse them to try to get a chance to get a higher tier. But looking at purple in general for, mounts, you can see the increase here from uncommon. Is that blue? Okay, this is blue. So that's blue. I don't even have a purple because we just started playing. You can see the purples. You can see these, which they said we won't have these mythic ones right away, they don't think. Here are a lot of the purple ones. I mean, it's a big increase. But when you look at the avatars, even within uncommon, there's still different tiers in uncommon. So this one is like the lower uncommon is 10-5 with 4-8-2-2. This is 15-6 with 6-12-3-3. So yeah, you're going to want to summon different purples to see what the best one is. And then again, fuse them. But I don't think people are going to want to go through that process that they're talking about doing. I don't think they will. Global's up? No, not until about 17 hours from now. I think it's, like 16 hours and 45 minutes. Tomorrow, my time, 11 a.m. But it's going to be UTC 2 a.m. Yeah. What's up, Dan? Yeah, 17 hours every hour. You're counting every hour? Kind of hyped? Yeah, nice. Counting down every hour for it. What were we on? What were we doing? We were doing the PvP? Oh, yeah.
It's a staple in two-player party setups. Solo play has become more common, and that's made Saint harder to use casually. Its damage is low, and progression...
What are they saying about
Next
Saint?
is the Priest class, which includes Paladin and Saint. The Saint is Odin's most dedicated healer. It provides strong team support, powerful healing, and essential utility in structured content like guild raids, field battles, and sieges. While it was once a staple in two-player party setups, solo play has become more common, and that's made Saint harder to use casually. Its damage is low, and progression can be slow without a group. Still, in any organized group or guild, Saint remains a vital support class that keeps allies alive through the toughest content. Paladin is widely considered the best solo class in the game. It doesn't have high damage, but it's nearly impossible to kill and performs extremely...
What? Good, you got an immediate job termination today? You got fired from your job, so you're ready to play, huh? Or you just left your job, like it's done? It is guaranteed when you reach a certain level. That's correct. Yeah, it is. Yeah, you can see when you reach a certain level with that alt class, and that's why you want that class to be the same that you're playing. So when you come over here to, and I'm on the Japanese server right now. This is why I'm able to play right now, because this is Japan with a translated UI here, so we can read it. But when that alt that you're playing, that second character, reaches 60, you get a purple summons for an epic avatar. So that's a lot of work. It's a lot of work for a purple. So your main's going to get that, right? You're going to have a purple, but will it be a purple of the one that you wanted to play? Will it be a purple of the Dark Wizard or the Archmage? Will it be a low tier purple or a higher tier purple? You don't know. So yeah, you want to do this to get multiple purples, and then again, like I said, to fuse them to make them even stronger to try to get a higher tier is what you would try to do. But I just don't know if it's going to be that way for global. Yeah, I don't think you should start building it all for a long time. I would wait. I'll do YouTube videos on this, but I'm going to wait to do a YouTube video on that precise thing until we start playing. Because I'm going to go, I know what to do because I've been playing on the Japanese server to go through the starting area. Like to chapter 12, takes like 2 days or maybe 10 hours. And then we can do dungeons. And we'll talk about when we hit a brick wall, when we should play an alt and how that alt should be the same class you're playing. I'll do a YouTube video on it soon and explain it, and then see if I'll leave my comments at the end of the video whether I agree on it or not. If it's something the Western world's going to want to do, like the Koreans are big into grinding. Is it something that we really are going to want to do? We'll see. Project Manera Solar Industry. Nice. Yeah, man, as long as you got things taken care of, it's all good. And then it's perfect timing to start playing Odin. Yeah, right?
Well in long fights and sustained farming. Paladin can flex between healer and tank roles depending on the situation, giving it unmatched flexibility. It's also capable of hybrid setups, switching between solo farming, frontline tanking, or support when needed. However, it does have a slower growth speed, and players need to be mindful of its resource management and gear costs. For those who enjoy steady, reliable gameplay, Paladin is an excellent pick. Finally, we have the Sorceress class, which branches into Archmage and Dark Wizard. The Archmage is a high damage burst caster with excellent AoE potential and strong ranged pressure. It's one of the top performing DPS classes in the game when properly geared. The only downside is heavy mana usage. Without the right gear or investment, you may run out of mana quickly in long fights. Still, many players consider Archmage one of the most satisfying and powerful ranged DPS options in both PvE and PvP. It also placed in the top 3 in the overall rankings. Dark Wizard shares many traits with Archmage but focuses more on battlefield control and crowd control. It performs well in large-scale PvP thanks to its wide-range skills and flashy visuals. Like Archmage, it suffers from mana drain and needs careful management, but the payoff is worth it. Players who enjoy visually striking, area-dominant casters will find Dark Wizard a rewarding pick. It also performed well in sustain and PvP ratings. Now, based on recent scoring from the Korean version, here's the class ranking summary. Sniper took first place with 17 points, followed by Defender with 16. The top 3 classes for sustain were Paladin, Defender, and Saint. The best tank classes were Defender, Paladin, and Berserker. The fastest growth speed went to Sniper, Sorceress, and Dark Wizard. And the top guild support classes were Dark Wizard, Saint, Defender, and Paladin. So here's the bottom line. If you want a smooth, safe, and reliable pick for both solo and party play, go with Sniper, Archmage, or Paladin. If you're joining a guild and want to play a key team role, then Defender, Saint, or Dark Wizard are all top tier choices. And if you prefer agile, high-risk gameplay with explosive potential, Assassin is for you. All of these insights are based on real gameplay and long-term results from the Korean server. But of course, the best class is always the one that feels fun for you. Thanks for listening, and I hope this helped you choose your first.
You're going to go Defender? You think so? Really? Out of all that, you're going to go Defender? I don't know. It's a good class. I think all the classes are going to be fun. When we look over the Defender's abilities and what they offer, because I had all of them unlocked. You play for about an hour. Once you get to the point to pick your subclass, you'll run over to this guy. You know, it's all in the beginning process. It takes about an hour. Then you can see all your abilities. And we're able to look at, you know, everything that they have to offer. All their skills. But I don't think there's any bad choices. It's really up to your play style and what you want to do. You know, you're going to join a clan. Come and join my clan if you want to be on server 6 for the US EU server on server 6. I'm sure we'll have room for everyone. And whatever you play, it's going to be enjoyable. And it's not like the end of the world if you have to play another character. If you find out you don't like that character after a week, then play another one. There's no rush. You're not competing against anyone. You're just having fun and enjoying the game. Pay them or only in-game crafting? No, you do gacha for them. I don't think it's in-game crafting at all. I think it's just the gacha system, and you got to continue to do the gacha system and get lucky. Yeah. For these avatar ones. Yeah. Just got to get lucky with this. But from what I hear, they're not going to have the mythic ones right away. Like, they slowly bring all this out. Since the game's been out for 4 years, there's a lot of stuff that we're going to see rolled out. And we're not going to have it all at once. So Epic might be the highest we see. I don't even know if Legendary will be in. Maybe Legendary. It'd be nice if Legendary was in there. That way, if we get multiple Epics and we fuse them, we've got a chance to get a Legendary. And that would kind of be our endpoint until Mythics come out later on. Since we do get a free Epic at level 70, was it? I've chosen Asian. Can I change now? Yeah, you can change at any time. You can play whatever server you want at any time, change anything at any time, and make a new account. Yeah, always. And not make a new account, but go to play like whatever hero you want. Yeah. You could still have one on Asia and still play one over in the EU, US EU one too. Both if you wanted to. Still, some of these look pretty cool. I mean, these are epic ones and they look pretty nice. Attack speed increase, cast speed increase, and then they've got some variations down there in the bottom. And then as you get lower, you can see that they go down quite a bit, actually. I think 40%, 15. These are up to, these higher tier ones are 40, 50, 70. Little variations. I wouldn't want this 40, like if I got the 45, 15, I would definitely want some more epic rolls to try to get a little higher. You know, always things to work toward, right? Always things to go out there and grind and work toward. Server 6, all right, man. Kit Kat, I'll be there. All right, guys. I just wanted to come on and look over what we have. I've been on for 2 hours and 30 minutes. Tomorrow's going to be a long day. If this kicks off at 11, I'll be on somewhere around 10:30 a.m. my time, 30 minutes before it goes live. And if you need any information, come and join me on my Discord and their official Discord. If you want to know more, I don't know if you want to hang out with some other people too to talk to about the game over on their official Discord. But I'll be here tomorrow. We'll be doing this. You're joining all right, everybody join up. Yeah, we're going to have a good time. I think there can be like 44. Maybe it's one of those things to where we have to level up our guild and then we can have more people in the guild, but definitely get on the server and we'll get everybody in there as we can. So it'll be fun. Yeah, I'm hyped too. I can't wait to start playing. I've played already for like 3 or 4 days here with multiple characters and I've barely done, just the starting area, and there's so many other worlds to do. There's so many other, like I've only done one dungeon. It's the dungeon we're all going to do when we go through the story mode. I haven't unlocked all these dungeons, seen what they're about, these elite dungeons, world bosses. I can't even do the guild boss because you have to be in a guild for 7 days before you do these. So I can't do these raids yet. So I don't know what these raids are like or the big PvP there, any of this stuff. So it's going to be fun doing all that. It's going to be fun finding where to go farm, what to craft, and how far we can make it, and then talk about whether we need to make those alts or not, right? Do we need to make those alts? I'm sure we will. But it'll be fun, and it'll give us something to do, right? It'll keep us busy. So I'm really excited for that. I want something to play. Of course, it's got to be something that I'm really into. It's got the aesthetic I like, and I think it's going to be something that will keep me busy. And I can't wait to see what their packs are like too. What's their battle pass and their one-time purchase packs going to be like? I don't want to spend a lot of money, but I want to get the nice packs, right? The $30 little pack, the $1 pack, the beginners pack, if that'll help out, something like that. But a lot of times, keep in mind those beginner packs that are like $5 or $10 or $20 that give you some gear. A lot of times, you'll be able to get that with just a little time spent. So sometimes those aren't that great. So we'll have to see. We'll have to evaluate what those are and do videos on YouTube for those. But we'll see tomorrow. We'll see tomorrow when we see what Global's like, because Global might be a bit different than this 4-year Korean one. Can you play multi-accounts? You can. Yeah, the launcher even allows you to play 2 accounts. It even is set up so that it'll launch on your PC 2 accounts for you, which is pretty cool. Artie, what's up, my man? Artie, what's been going on? Artie, I've watched some man, I've been meaning to send a message to you because I've been hitting up some different animes. I've been watching some different animes. I can't remember their names, but I'll have to hit you up on Discord. What's up with the facial hair on her? She's got a tattoo. It's like a skull tattoo. You can really do a lot of customization for your character. It's not a facial hair. What are you talking about? You see, she's got some face paint. Some beautiful. Whoa, what's going on with that? She's looking past her armor. She peekaboo. She playing peekaboo. Yeah, I put a little skull paint on her, make her look fierce because she's so beautiful. I wanted to make her look a little frightening. Play priest ranger, nice. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna do paladin and something else. Maybe paladin defender, but they're kind of similar. Maybe I should go 1 DPS. I don't know. I think the best thing to do is to play it for a week. Get a good feel for everything, and then really decide what you want to main. Because I think a lot of people are going to change. It's just the way it is, and it's fine. Looks like bruisings. She's been beat up on her face. Come on, man. She's a straight warrior. All right, guys, I'm out. Thanks for joining me. 2.5 hours. I'll be back tomorrow. We're going to do a long stream tomorrow. Even though it's a holiday here, and my kids and my wife are going to be home, I'm pretty sure we're going to be streaming for a good 10 hours tomorrow because we've got a lot to accomplish and it's going to be a lot of fun.